Abusu ansamu akwa bi emra Amanyosem dwumadi so fa ya due e atentam ha na mpanyofo si nkonya na so ateto adwen de afa oni nyina mu no na ye gye adwen kyerɛ de afa nkomatwetwe a ye twe no nto kɔ ye WhatsApp okɔ TV no so abu se de WhatsApp number bi e de ato hɔ no fa na de obaye ni se nkomatwetwe no kɔ so nyina na wo so kyerɛ wadwen e de afa oni mpanyofo a eno mu edi dwuma yi yewra Palgrave Danquah wachi Danquah Palgrave wachi Danquah oye aban kasama fo ba na mamu ana fe bambo nsem ho a ene wo fidua mu obeni kwaba
Jesu meni asami
apo me de
nyamiado
yase sanso ana yenia Kenneth Kabu so eye na also ye National Communication Team member at the Mad Opposition National Democratic Congress obeni kwaba apo me de eno anyina mo boko we am yakobofo
say no because ye baby train ye imagine say once a Palgrave ever yenya citizen ever so no yenya enough time to express ourselves intimacy and then mami pack me hona the two should come not knowing Palgrave intimi amba inti na ye me ya pass enra so
I say bema na ire na do so na kom na ye iku no because we adwuma so manua we benua we afanfa we di beko and na nyina moboka anyway
inti na ya behia
abehia no so de na ya behia
ejuma say di na enra no
and e bedi ni nyina e di ahyem but yen sha se mfam free eye Office of the Special Prosecutor and the National Security for Omon krata omode aba ni nyina aye ho se site anase direct Ghana Revenue Authority said that she investigated the activities at ECOSO our custom divisions. Why? Because Ghana Revenue Authority in Kamere say the only department are always or more news mo for a bad reason custom divisions. A DN na wo ho no mo a always a ho and was a nema etubi ECOSO. Mention say for Boakye Danquah.
So me mecha I signed the chair ama with for any washer for na mecha ohene me say papa o ohene me hu ne ntuma ototo a
nene
me tumi so ohene
kente papa bi
mecha ohene o wendi simu na to be fair me nua bema unim say the Ghana Revenue Authority omo you mandated by law say omo bejeje Ghana nya revenue na baby aya na sika etai boaboa no ho so no ana ebi wo no ma ebi ana deals bi tai koso wo
esuma si dwadie bi
na for me I am a pa say the special prosecutor the honorable Kisi Jabin our president Eddie Tuminishen sir why no ho say obeboa ama yakuntia corruption. We never corruption in 70 billion no senior president Kufo Kanyano. If you cheat every cry 0 BC before Christ. Ghana so the year 1957 and the shasi. Say Persia call Abia Bay 1948 and now say 1800 na just a granted war no money man say Abia Bessie di Hujuma. But for me personally, and even as a government, you say you need say the special prosecutor or news in for the real cause and reason or my penny did to me national inside. I say over the past few weeks, custom division, ba media mukakra, a Bianca issue, and cannot the mobile no can say you're a small boy, you want to destroy my name. And all of that. Me personally, maybe juma na meko. There are a lot of people I don't have that personal relationship with.
Right.
I just know them by name and maybe I see them on TV. To me, it can't be brave. But to me, I can say the special prosecutor so any customs division of the GRA more than on to us all. Now, the investigation so person year from 2016 till date. Buano na ontuminye. Let me saw the halt at all making kind let any be. The halt at all the auction of vehicles ne Sanya Mania until some investigations in the possible. I think say ne papa mo no. We never let's be fair. Once Ghana the NTMA in Nema call auction any demurrage and they say obi the nearby ba any be a duty no boy yeding. Inti suppose to say be obi akwakofa frozen foodstuffs and the aba and a duty no boy yeding and I call demurrage. If you are frozen foodstuffs no wafa be 13 containers. One container be about 80,000 Ghana cedis. And so I say only second no I call demurrage ama yebe auction. Some person auction to be fair sometimes could be an auction amount no it be a lower than even the amount of money ananka unyanka ubetia tibia wo containers na watona eso tia auction legally by 80,000 Ghana 80,000 Ghana cedis per container no maybe the mortgage inti and I say auction yes you only betia 10,000 but by and large in all of that na then the whole system and mechanism no for the person or no one person in the business. Even beyond the special prosecutor, the entire judiciary is almost tino mweni ko baby a loopholes wo na nkofo esi etumi de omofa emra kwan so no ye de ombefa so beka ya president Danquah Kufuor do bae also no de na momu de obe make sure so be fight against corruption. Na so wona buy mu na se sika na person obe gidea ene na you are in the wrong place, private sector. In fact, to be fair, okase ne konako ye teacher kra, you know, it's not say na buy him there e your suma buy. For me and even for the government, you commend the special prosecutor. Say he's in the news for the very right cause and ombo no homode. Na memo bia nkase ntiano esan say to me ehyenase and I am kwan so na odi nema ekoso megidi say at the end of the day oye we nya wi there a lot more sanity will prevail within the system. And if say a state institutions ejuma here see making sure say omo aye de omo atoto ano as state caretakers no they will be able to judiciously do omujuma ebeso Ghana fuini asai aso manini.
A kwabɛn na national security letter or the comma GRA for some more about these two cargoes. These two cargoes say if according to national security letter no if we apply and a buy on the 8th of October 2021 and a buy. Sabre no man penny ashes say land borders ya close and IMBA. But national security forces are bringing a buyer. Customs are also saying sa or mampeni ban ye be enforcing. They rather according to national security letter on the buyer no. AD even when the custom officers wanted to do the right thing, but re-examine and yama a woman who has a duty or see a calculating them no. Then call from order from above. And so I say we should let them go. But we are not talking about that. Does it mean say Omampeni sa ban or the buyer no was not in full force?
Oh, my main session same year na in front 2 year. Many of them during COVID-19, you close sea borders, land borders, sea borders, and air borders. Now you close sea primarily because now you perceive a limited importation of the virus. At a stage, you easy bikakra. Land borders, we didn't ease it. But to be fair, when you see a close border, it means that the bigger scale of movement, has been closed. Now, so at some levels, it never be to me ako aba. I know it will be in the interest of the state.
Okay.
Say national
because
security.
It will be in the interest of the state.
Oh, say in Danquah, Burkina Faso. It's say you did troops if Ghana, Echo Burkina Faso.
Okay.
On by road. But it's also Omoko, Ako making sure say citizens Omo Burkina Faso, Omo Bimbo, Ebeba Timano. They will use the land. But even though the border is closed, it's also Omoko ye abayin jumanity. Ombeko nombeba. That's what I mean.
Okay.
Nti oshe sa two cargoes here kan national security crater in the mihu ye I mean, afia baby trim.
Okay.
Krata ne be doso. Kau puli up crack a bemide. Nanka.
1 minute.
But really, to be fair, not just say you can clearly see say the national security architecture na wo krom hanom no is effective ayejuma because when you are there without the notice of our security forces. Inti say ye hwehwe ne ye dia na che say ye say hwehwe ne ye ma ye bo national security for abaso say even in the period na on mampeni de closure on land borders no atoto honum no ebia one state institution granted 2 cargos by no the national security team were able to single out who say hey sa same because enkoyi enu ti no moma omo true krata no true or not true me boy
True.
Good inti ese about national security for abaso say even in the midst of inemenya no omo ni da ho no ma jumana Ghana for their shomos ano omo go so ye inti to be fair investigations no enkoso but who say at every stage every institution bia no say ne kind of mensa obia. But in the midst of all of that, no crowns, no. Mensa na ewo hono so agimai ewo hono. Agimai no obomodin so obeje omai no ama eniema so akoso ye. All well and good. Say national security intervene. I mean, say now okay, almost a year ago with Sakrata no. The investigations no enkoso na yen hwe senior finally yebehu na wie ye ebeko.
But let's send the amount we are betting me. I check it. I indict a year customs boss, a year Canada moi. Any opinion in charge of operations, a year Yura Eduche. Say when custom officer no arrest those year cargoes no they call ampa. Or checks in who say they underpaid duty no. They receive call from these 2 a year pension for from customs, instructing him to let go. But as we speak, Canada Moa is at post. Yanti BBR from these investigations, maybe an amount to make call and the Zimi said, let another call crowd say, be needed.
Oh, because Mammy Church, Mukakra, meaning let another amount 1 page of 5 pages.
Yeah.
So, Missa
1 page of 5 pages.
Let an 5 pages. 1 page.
Okay.
Let an one mammy. In fact, one mammy, page 1
and 2.
And no, let me say one mammy. And page 1 and page 2. Umami page 1 and page 5.
Okay.
So, well, I think page 1 and page 2 to be fair.
Page 1, page 2 there and attachments.
Attachments. Yes. Me letter no. But clearly, I mean, this is a letter already clearly you can see say the national security no umweni dechi. Almost say tax evasion by importers through a flower border. I mean, this letter authenticates, if it is true, I mean, verify yet, but if it is true, it authenticates, say, the national security have been on their toes working. What do you say?
We appreciate that,
Good.
But results no way.
No, security in 70 that's all your investigations. It takes an appreciable number of time. Majority say on komo ya o dia sosui. On Kasama Ghana 40, so Abami notice. I will do a follow-up. That I can assure you and promise you. Me am many national security coordinator, acting national security coordinator. Me who's a crata we no sign. So I know a deputy me who's no sign we. Me am many no be trust. Na mama na church mu. Baby an komo no akwa kodu. What you say? Na se also wukwada bia me mbra ha no.
Sure.
Wukwada na wotwe na ebe rem meba. Na mama be church mu so oh crata na national security buy say on the 21st of October 2021 tax evasion by importers through flower borders almost set up investigation committee investigation committee ayo investigation akodo hanom omo people omo present here wa hanom omo the white paper akoto hanom sanctions only what I say medini nya eba betuda but as it is now no me this is the first time I'm who's later way intermediate now
to promise any viewers say
I promise you I promise you make kwaje imwaye aba then I can let the Ghanaian people know near koso ewo hono
okay mama nkwana menka messages kakra na fe bibia maba Kabu ho and first message is aba ye nua yi ho say hello hunto Thanks for the wonderful program. I'm telling you, this Akufo-Addo government is the worst government in the history of Ghana. We are going to vote them out of power come 2024. Watching you live from Sampa. I'm legend, Gawucho, and Odiwi, Efri Sampa, Ede Abreye, Ahafo, Tor, and Efriba. Well, it's a good evening, Honto. I still wonder why some MPP guys cannot notice that Nanado has failed. If you don't get financial support from the MPP government and you go to the same market we all go and buy goods at exorbitant prices, you will feel the hardship all Ghanaians are facing. Nana, you have failed, period. Moses Edifrikaswa and Ode Abba. We say always sleep with one eye open. Never take anything for granted. Your best friend might just be your enemy. Like MPP Freeman Awunyama watching live from Kokomlimle. Good work, Sammy. That's it. We say good, Sammy, good evening. You see why I said you are the next president of Ghana? Because you are not corrupt. I was watching you in the morning. You are a good man, and God will bless you for the good work you are doing. But please talk to our brother. What he did in the morning was not right. I will always support you because you are the right man for Ghana. I'm Ike from Kumasi Node Aba. To me vote na meji no Palgrave no. It's about time I'm going to join my campaign. Yeah. I've been nominated to contest for presidency from Ike, Ghana. From my viewer. And the chance here, but very soon.
Who be the president?
My viewer is calling for me to
president. The end for more.
Oh, everybody.
Who be the president?
Everybody.
Hey,
yeah, so you can call me Your Excellency because very soon.
Excellency, so they make us ambassadors in Your Excellency.
Sure, but maybe they're the incoming president. I say, good evening, boss. This is what he was doing in the armed forces, and he was sacked. He was recruiting his own people in the service. From Johnny Johnson, anyway, Abreu. Say, good evening. I'm listening to you from Ashaman. Akosia sexy and Ede Abreu. Akosia, they be Akosia sexy, but Akosia won't show any of my chest or sex. No, but let's see the sexiness in you. Well, Sammy, please, how much is your payment? I mean your salary, because I was surprised to see you this morning because we all see the time you left the show last night. The work is too big for you. I'm Ike from Kumasi, the Aba. It's true. Now I could do for almost 1 a.m. At 4:30, I have to wake up and then come. Then I will say 7 more. So see, I want more days. We're supposed to work. The COVID moment at the Flower border made cops office rich. Border was closed, but people come to Ghana and leave every day. All you have to do is to pay them on fixed price. Wow. There were 20 unread messages pending. I say, always sleep with one eye open. You say, Sammy, you know something? There are some people in public sectors and government appointees holding positions who don't deserve to hold those positions. Example, Kanadamwa, Kenneth, Martin Amidu, and Akufo-Addo, the president. You see, as the saying goes, birds with the same feathers flock together. Flock together. Kanadamwa and co are looting the state money, yet Akufo-Addo is comfortable touring. Meanwhile, he is crying for IMF for loan. The COVID moment at the border, my kind of message away. Sammy, good evening. Nanado, Baulaya, NPP, and the appointees came in to finish us, but not to help the country. Where are the Christian Council, the religious leaders, and the gospel musicians who campaign for the NPP, Dana Samoa Ampon, and the likes? Why are they all quiet? I just don't understand. Anyway, God is watching us all. Yenya Adams Frikonongono de Abba. Wesinana is a virus. We say the corrupt Nanado is going to win power because he has another corrupt Jane Mensah, as is easy. You see, you easy, don't try because we won't let you. Respect yourself and do justice to all Ghanaians. You know, I'm say good evening, Sammy, and your panel. I thought you will not come to the show today because I saw you on Accra FM. Sammy, your friend Bobie said Votarians didn't try at all in 2016 by voting for President Mahama. Yes, it is true, we did. We want just to show NDC party that we are not stupid to vote and sacrifice ourselves to bring the party to power. When it come to power, then when it come in terms of developmental project, some regions which hate NDC most will have more projects than we the Votarians. From Agwatimovo, Johnson, and the inside East Legon de Abba. And to much NDC for be big Accra or 2016. Which is, Sammy, you are saying, Sammy, what you are saying is truth. This country is hard to fight corruption. We say Martin Amidu is full of anger and vindictiveness for Mahama and the NDC, but all have backfired. He has now lost his credibility. He is jealous of Kisi Ejaben. This is clear indication that this country can do better in the hands of the young ones. Age is not a guarantee of excellence. Isa Bayo, the free Fadama no de Abba. This is not the Kufuado we were promised. This is Agboli from Taifa no de Abba. Osisami, thank you very much for the editorial on the attack on the OSP. That has been my worry, and you have handled the subject perfectly. You are my hero, and I'm proud of you. Our state institutions must be allowed to work, no matter who. Shangave, Efo Nama. We say, hi, Sami, good evening, Mr. Host. I like you very much. Keep it up. The problem is some Ghanaians don't like saying the truth, but they should keep lying. God is watching them. But Baumia is a disgrace to we Muslims. And Baba spirit from to whom anode Abba. Nene.
Yeah.
Customs, Ghana Revenue Authority, National Security writing to them, Special Prosecutor writing to them. What is happening?
Sami, Mamifa platform we so and chair me co-panelist Palgrave. Mami chair me constraints Adam. Mami do kujo and Nene Kakepe. AD Juma pa ewo. Me chair me national executives. And now I mean we can some work on some day Juma pa the party. Sami, most of the time, you can say corruption most of the time we only target politicians. Now, so technocrats are the one behind all corrupt activity, about 99%.
The church is also corrupt.
Yes,
our traditional leaders are also corrupt.
Now, in terms of corruption itself, they are the nation.
Media is also corrupt.
It's about the technocrats. Look, say offer a friend saying letter from the national security. This thing happened last year, and yet this year offer the third paragraph now. No, I'm for the fourth one now. It needs stating that during the interception, the traders were discourteous towards the arresting officers, with one of them allegedly placing a call to Kenneth Danquah, Commissioner of GD Custom Division, Ghana Revenue Authority. Subsequently, Agbawu received a call from one Kojo Bonso, staff officer to the commissioner, instructing him to release the trucks unconditionally. The fifth one, further, Agbawu received another call from Eduche, Deputy Commissioner of Operation, the same CDGRA, who also gave similar instruction. Additionally, the traders who placed the call to Kenneth Danquah recorded the arresting officer on video to be forwarded to him. Oh, I don't know. Well, the more reason why sometimes I wonder why Kenneth Danquah, in terms of corruption activities, is more involved. No, because he says, "So we are so genius. you have a little bit of integrity in terms of corruption. Discipline and corruption, part there. You have some integrity be wo. Until me wonder how Kenneth Damwa at every days na at any time. Our GR corruption cases, Kenneth Damwa ni diapa. Others, the best way. This thing happened last year. I quite remember last year mo. Mamaga Gumashi. A country president said, President, there are a lot of activities that goes on within the borders, land borders. No, until your best say, just open the borders for them to trade. It took the president another about 6 or 7 months before you be a border. Well, this all shows that a corrupt activity I cause. Me, I bet to say government spokesperson for on security. My assurance say next week. So about the outcome of the ACM. Look, national security can't come out to just issue a presser. Say when they see it. At least they would have done their own investigation and send away. I would rather pray. Say let's find a lasting solution to this because look, when your 2 tracks be a bar. It can happen, say, there are a lot of several tracks, be a if you are flower and you are flower pay. Other border towns are the same instructions, so say, just release them, let them go. Look, the states need money. One, the states need money, not some just microcosm or some people. Almost really say, look, they have authority to just siphon money from traders and business guys to allow them to just to evade taxes. These are issues no matter what political party you belong to, you are supposed to make sure say the right thing is done. I'll just me bonfire and I say the authorities that are involved say we should find the culprits, and if Kenneth Damwa is seriously involved, let's give him the needed punishment that he deserves.
But this letter is almost a year.
It's
now.
a year.
So it means maybe
we've never heard
maybe
anything.
was he's innocent.
Have you heard anything
Not
from this
yet,
outcome?
yeah.
Have you ever heard? You are a journalist. Me sure say, look.
Yeah, to start this letter about
look, even La Bianca. When you said La Bianca last year, yet La Bianca and other this frozen food companies said they invaded about 3 million Ghana cedis. The same La Bianca and there also all court. Last year, Joy FM had that video. Instead of some your friends saying goods or the buying or say fingerlings, they wanted to just evade tax. These are things a bit more air. Look, Ghana belongs to all of us. Now, say and one trader, bet me spending about 120. As I speak to you, a 40-footer container is about 120,000 Ghana cedis. So obi invaded that particular task, or could share about 5,000, and now 6,000, and now maybe or more be the 20,000, the 30,000. The nation is losing about 90,000 on every 40-footer container. Where are they? We all, no matter what political party you belong to, let's all come together and make sure say the right thing is done. We need money to develop this country, and the state need serious money.
Special prosecutor, I requested Ghana Revenue Authority, say custom divisions, auction on my boss since 2016, July, about BC 2022, 15th of August, and release documentation. Specifically, a never been no auction ye, and never container never been the womb, one or more tom or more address, any or more location, or more telephone numbers. I feel so Sikase crown of the toy, and any intimidate. What do you think is the purpose for this demands from the Office of Special Prosecutor?
I mean, to be honest with you, my name there was Special Prosecutor in the team. Now, so most of the time, I do say the way how we do auction our things, our ports now, is becoming too much many. Because there are some time I will the Nyamaba or be trained for some time. And custom officers or omunim said this thing at least money panel a certain period of time obit may be needed Nyamano. Now so I'm will say, oh, latest by 2 months, if you're unable to just clear your goods, it will a better option, ocean. These are nyama bia me sremo say. Look, instead of us auctioning goods, maybe to say 20% and now 25%, the original sales. Why can't we sit down with the nipa odi nyama ni buyer? And now we'll just have a different way of just auctioning our nyama. Because look, so-called custom and usha, there are some particular people within the Tema enclave, and now the Harbour enclave, and now your Port enclave. They are more interested buying only ocean goods in conjunction with the SEPS officials. And sometimes, look, the state loses a lot of money. Maybe can say during the time of NDCBC, baby, during the time of NDCBC, are we going to allow this to continue to just make sure, say, at least every year, now a car that need that costs about 200 and something thousand will be auctioned at a price of 20,000, 15,000, 16,000, and so Koshima, it's within the cronies within. They are just buying it. We should put a stop to all this thing. Look, why should we have a place where party apparatchiks say they are in charge of auction of cars? They say unless say amount a ticket. Say, Fako Harbour we Kabu woho. Go and choose the car that you want, and come back. We'll give you the amount that you need to go and pay. How are we doing this to ourselves as a nation? Look, when we don't block all these things, at the end of it, many will yemebre. Because many will go to a car. Sometimes car cost about 50,000, 60,000.
Toyota Corolla, me car me use Toyota Corolla me in 2019, me in the 4th April. Me year na sa week no na a president say duty so
20%
24,000 Ghana cedis for Toyota Corolla 1.8 engine capacity.
Very good. Another one recently yekoyi car Ford Edge. Ford Edge duty pay 58,000. Now so the same Ford Edge no ubetime nyo obi a obese obetime be kan say oh same so 20,000 you do be port you do be ma at a price of about 8,000 and not 6,000. Why are we doing this to the state that we claim, say, we love?
Do you think Ghana, we are giving it the necessary, the needed support to the special prosecutor, Sabria Washa, making inroads in the fight against corruption,
look, Sammy,
especially the media?
Sammy, I always will pray for Kwesi Jabe. Say onye ni juma. Now so a man team ni day. Say once you've been given that opportunity now, you are supposed to do the unthinkable, because there are some time okay Kennedy Japan ebe can say Kwesi Jabe Oba no. He's going to just Oba say business. And maybe some then business no Oba say. Look, Kwesi Jabe should be given the free rule to operate as a special prosecutor. And then and recently, that was, is it last week Friday? I read some article from Martinamidu, and I was asking myself, say, look, this is the right time for all of us to tell Martinamidu, say, look, that insult enough is enough. Wow, time out, the position as a special prosecutor. What did you do with it? You did not prosecute anybody. You are just picking some issues against some conformity, which are unnecessary. Ambulance and sema or the court. It's not unnecessary. Now, so Philly say because Kwesi Ejaben and then his within the same real. No, let me say anything to downplay the integrity of this man, and then. All of us, who are in this new, who are MPP new, you may have one thing or the other against a special prosecutor. Look, prosecutor be any Ghana, and only you are here, he doesn't have an enemy. You automatically have an enemy because he wanted to just block the that corruption loophole in making sure say everybody gets a level playing ground. And I am there. Look, let's give him the support. Recently, or can say still he need finance.
Budgetary support is not moving. It's
not coming.
As you speak, budget.
Look, yes, we budgeted about 500 and something BBB. No, 50 point something million to him. He's not received even 5 million. He's not received even 5 million. Now, so we wanted him to do something extraordinary. Look, La Bianca case say by me. I was asking myself, say, how many containers
and it's stated a year, half yearly report of the buy last week, you know. It stated, say, budget allocation, money is not forthcoming.
It's not coming.
They don't get enough security.
Very good. Look, let's all of us, once I say, Kisi Ejabin, as we say, Oye Dumapano, let's give him the necessary support for him to do a thorough job. Look, say, as we say, Eba say, he needs a lot of funding. And I am farmer. And my name maybe not drink because he say now politicians are going to give me the money to just operate within it. No, it's not going to have a free will to do it in the manner say. Okay. Country. Okay. So let's give him the needed support.
Okay. My main kind second batch of messages now for you, but I think never call bread and butter. Good for Monday, they are closing shops. City dispensation. While the president is promising MPP so by winning power, and they are MPP. You come. Danquah, are you okay?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Well, Mr. Host, good evening. This government cannot save Mother Ghana. Well, Sammy, good evening. You see why I said you are the best, you are the next president. Ike, my kind of message way. Well, Sammy, please, how much is your pay? My kind message with this. Ike, morning, okay. We say, hello, good evening. Thanks for the great work you are doing. Kindly tell the government through Palgrave with you in the studio to pay the youth in afforestation beneficiaries their 6-month major allowance and that of NAPCO. A hungry man is an angry man. Thank you, Kofi from Eco Park. The Abba. We say, good evening, Honto. What is Palgrave saying? That Akufo-Addo said, what Akufo-Addo said is if you want to make money, go to the private sector. But Akufo-Addo was the one clearing all his corrupt executives. MPP is simply not fit for purpose, hence need to be kicked out in 2024. Faisal Muntaru, incoming communication officer, Trubu constituency. Where's Sami? Agbatimebo Johnson, and that was his back again. Sami, please, I will be very happy if he can be pairing MPP man with TT Katano. Though, what he will say on the show, most of them will not be true, but due to the way he talks in polite, will not make Ghanaians angry like the way his colleagues, MPP communicators, talk with arrogance whilst knowing that what they are saying is not true. And Titi Kateno, Crawford will Titi Kateno to be paired with you Wednesdays. But when him Titi Kateno? Okay.
He's former aspirant for Lada Dekotopon, a member of the National Communication Team.
For which party?
The Great Party,
NDC.
of course.
Oh, NDC is a great party.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mate.
The
great party that is in opposition.
Yeah.
Mate.
The great opposition party.
Any problem. Great consolidated party. The party Dan Latte
party.
So when the woman party, to me really Ghana that.
The loopholes in our tax laws as well as bureaucratic procedures are the main sources of corruption at our ports and borders. Our judges have to revise our tax laws by blocking those loopholes. Isa from Fadama Rodeba, and your judges now also revise their laws. So, the government, parliament, they have to revise the laws. Judges, they are there to give ruling, interpret the law. We say the mistakes of the fools are known to the world, but not to himself. The mistakes of the wise man are known to himself, but not to the world. Good evening, Brasame. Erica Edifree, Erica Elom. That's Erica. was a very educative program. Sammy, kudos to you and your panelists. Eben, Water, Eddie Frikofori no de Aba. We say good evening, Honto. Nana Akufo-Addo is gradually destroying our institutions because how can one institution deny each other when they are all working together for the country? This government is destroying everything we stand for as a nation. Sam, I bet you in some few months to come, they going to deal with OSP. Mark my words. From Ben and Ode Abba. Sammy, we are got Tim over Johnson says back again. Sammy, please, I will be very happy if my account message way. Good evening, Sammy. Now our economy looks like Manchester United team. Salute, OSP. Kudos to him. Dode Abba. Is the NPP man a security expert? If yes, then I will be very surprised. He's saying this is the first time he's seen this letter. My name is Dako Dampare. And Ode Abba. Good evening, Mr. Sam. Ghana economy is sleeping just like your president sleepy. Your president sleeps when he went to every international meetings. Was ready about and woko. Good evening. I'm Dr. Vice from Labadi. Really enjoying your show. Keep the hard working up. I know one day, we, the youth, will strike, and I know it is near. These, our corrupt leaders, should expect as soon. No, there was a good evening, my brother. I'm Emmanuel from Pokwas. Was a good job. Yeah, that's it. Was a good evening, Sammy. You have made my night. I'm buying you Indomie. Please, how can I meet you? Dominic Sana Edifrisa La Pastor. Unfortunately, Indomie one of my food. Me pay local food. Zobet me and your fufu near Bunabunubia. They say China Thursday say now let's move on to the issue. Guta for as the signal to government say Monday omu close omu shops. City dispensation no ama omu lose omu capitals. Omu business collapse. Now ma hwe ni musa aba betime to anamo besine aba ntimi to anamo bia. At the same time Guta is making this a demands no threat no. The president is also assuring MPP say, Omonkoda, he will win power for them in 2024. His president really cares about the sentiment of Ghanaians. At this time, Ghana Fordona complain about hardship.
Yo, Samim does it. Guta and then president's promise.
Yes.
Two things before I come there. Say one of your testers, I can say, or you're very surprised, I think I mean who saw letter now. Social letter na it was copied to the Honorable Finance Minister, Kenneth. In the security architecture, a letter bia yetro and a peer to other people.
Well, cry I trust confidential, confidential.
Into Montias here, say so security school okay. Why?
Confidentiality.
Minya Guta in Sensema Koso. Unim. Good to a very, very powerful people. A trade union association. Now, Ghana Funya is a formal sector, informal sector. Nom ne yejuma. Say, see, a depreciate against the US dollar.
Yeah.
Jump some to shop. Minya bema, a beha dream bebre. A beha me. A beha will be or saying. You best very good for say and the Council of State, the Ministry of Finance, and the Bank of Ghana, so Mumbrana, Mosha say Dinkomo. Majority answer and out in Bequevi, you know. You will whom come no niti and nefa. Now Yama Ghana for Atiasia. Minya Bemoshe, the city depreciation now. Yampa.
Obebusa said, Dear Finance Minister, Bank of Ghana, Eco-Culture Council of State members are Ghana for him as far as this situation is concerned.
When you have a so kind of side, and not just say, Obeso say, and who he has said, a memo no cry, you bunny to us. So kind of say, but when you have every now and then, say, and maybe because we crony more, esan say your elders e wo kuro no omo frɛ a no money sector ministers any the agency responsible for our banking Bank of Ghana edin koma omo church ni mebi mu nti yentumi nka say ne omo koka ne Ghana fo nim I don't think so I know the kind say na say we low argument no very low.
The question I maybe say
enya hwe nti na matre mu watre no say let's no lower the argument to very low.
Okay.
The Council of State invited the Ministry of Finance and Bank of Ghana into a meeting as it relates to the cedi depreciation. Meaning say na what you trade mu Afri-Exim loan $750 million and cocoa syndicated $1.3 million. And no bar and massively no appreciate it, but it will stabilize the cedi depreciation significantly to an extent.
O say bar MSCD no
appreciate it.
Okay,
but it will stabilize.
Baby ejina bejina ho kakra.
Baby ejina bejina ho kakra.
Okay.
Munya be ma Guta ye very very important association e wo man ho. Na me de nsre ebe mom say unim me de bia maka say demonstration strike ye tupumu ye say emfa solutions be bremba me de na me gidi ni say yen trase yen fa yen 7 ono na yen din komo esan say wotu shop mu a e be affect me wachi Danquah e be affect hunto e be affect papa otemenchen e be affect obia in your
friend Kabu.
Oh, Mr. Kabu. It may affect him. It may affect you. It's clearly, you know, rather than say call the extreme end of the situation, no. Fitiasiafi the name and some wakunichi.
Okay.
That's the conversation on Guta. But I'm very certain say ansana you will do now training you know. Guta for betting sempa. There will be no need. So because omo koto shop from Monday all across the country. On President Nana Danquah Kufuado, many are now watching shots here. A year Sunday, President 829 at the Upper West region. Okowa could be Youth Development Resource Center. I name it after TK Tendam. Sansu be a shopping mall. We a baby solar. And there, or Damango, a waste management in Nema Zoom Lion for the Atutuanum. Maybe
TK Tadem was serving Ghana pay as a public officer. Apart from he being
education, I think he served as a minister for education also.
Really?
MPP TK Tadem.
Yes.
Yeah, he served as an education minister, if I'm not mistaken, right?
So as a question no nanka de ko baby say Argentina can you name me such a resource center after him
because this is not the first time this is not the first time and why is it that Nkrofo ye name omo ko nyina MPP people but
mami church right so say ofifie mu mebo
sure
me sure say ofie nya nya obi na wo TV so
sure
e bia wo pe and bia wo TV so correct
a breaking record
na that be so be wo ne bana so person oto abaden a esan say wa feel say wa achieve anything no oto abaden
sure
we never say what na northern Ghana da na we hu the depravity na we hu say nia omo metumi abo mo ho modern I rise up so mo abeye scholars omo abeye teachers omo abeye lawyers omo abeye doctors our moody hope as our break community no so yeah MPP so yeah NDC na see bibi toa e ma omo wo sa community no akwenya bi said that me so betumi edu hanu
but why is it always MPP for
Debbie asema make no enye
me wasi oba me narrow
honum na is it not our MPP government na pesi name the university one of the UDS campuses after President Jerry John Rawlings of blessed memory. No. Oh,
UDS.
Yes, we're going to name.
No.
We're going to name the university after the former president. Or say on pet CAD state institution.
And the one is Canada, La Croix, and Babem.
Hold on. Let me set the record straight over there.
Okay,
go ahead. Sorry.
You see, it's not just MPP.
But I can cite, to say Mamia, Oko Dansuma runabout or Horma, or a former member of Parliament. Very good, but MPP ni. Nano, Mampeni, just a second, or Mampeni library, or Mukubi, or the Nepa Padina, that's all. Minkasa Mampeni, or Mampeni, Papadina.
Yes, Debbie. No, don't do that. Don't go further. You bore mine, it's your mine. Don't go further, right? The Ghana Library Authority almost libraries in this country. In fact, to be fair to Hayford, executive director of Ghana Library Authority, who executive director of any library authority or you're so passionate about library development in this country than Papa Hayford. And now make Kaipa or more review or more and Sana. By into office from 2017 and how deplorable Anna Ghana Library Authority nationwide, even vehicles, how deplorable they were. As a Siano, it to me front to my papa. And they are share Ghana for Uncola, even during COVID-19, no more up Uncola to me reading in Yama. Never you ask yes, Nipa Yadio Saye. Library now. Ghana Library Authority see Frafrahano. Mpacho Edward de Kufuado. Mpacho no ye den wo maimu.
Or a former head of state.
Thank you.
Ceremonial.
Oh, come on. You see. Yes, sir, you are not setting the record straight. Mpacho no ye den wo maimu.
President.
That's where it ends. Mpacho say that's where it ends. Inti say ye see library na ye dia tuna e pacho ke ye boni ana
say
no hold on exactly
yeah.
Let's move on the conversation pacho say
yeah
let's move on the conversation
but quick one
let me answer the 2024
I'll give you the time because
I'll
give you the time I'll the time maybe no I'm not against say obi asom na ye hye nanimunyam but the person who say Oko Dansuma runabout, my menwa Omampeni Owenville Institute was a former member of parliament, was served Dansuma Ghana, Accra, in the name of MPP. Amaliti Omampeni Ashene Munyam. Okay. Oko a library okay. Yamampeni Dada, Yera Edward Kufuado, Yashene Munyam Kama. Oko UD, yes, TD Tadem. One of the campuses has been named Edashene Munyam. Ena the Oka Mampeni asa question and greenhouse. That one is even named Omampeni and Anando Ankasa. What commission is name his name. What they are not on China. Mami Eslo, so-called Eastern Region, one of the ICT centers has been named. Oko Kolebu, Nano Nico, Nkrai Center Musie has been named in the name of in honor of the First Lady. And I mean, why is that always MPP people, but you don't honor other people who are also serving Ghana, serving this country? Maybe they also belong to other political devices and that's all many politicians.
My simple response to it is that MPP people are Ghanaians. And I want us to leave the conversation there.
Okay.
The MPP people are Ghanaians.
Okay.
Nipa yedi edin atom so no almost no. So say me no tianom. Obi say from anopa baby to an ugusu hanom.
Sure.
You know say every single day my day ends in the beginning of another day.
Sure.
Every day men do fi ananya 1 a.m.
Sure.
Me som inti dachi bi say obi ba no ko say odi bi to me din mu a no bi jino aka say eh na ko we dey no ye. Me som.
Okay.
No, true or not true?
You are serving.
Exactly. Inti let's not overly politicize this issue.
Okay.
Let me tell you, the substance in Nema Yedi Hunkomono, in Nema Abubo Bosuniano, they are important. But who here?
Okay.
I'm telling you. They're who here?
Okay.
No, that's the truth. What they say, if you want to go to meet him, you don't even know what this is. It's important. It's important, but important. So, they are weightier matters as Yedi Hunkomo.
All right. Which is, can I say, Guta?
Guta, I can't say maybe. Say by the end, now Council of State, any Ministry of Finance, any Bank of Ghana,
okay, so our president.
President Nawotri Oshase efi Upper West Region Kowa Kokochia wa na nin omunya wieye esanko could be a youth resource center no esanko could be a wash shopping mall. You know, I am when here say you know no more the northern part of the country, you know. See gradually, you know, almost fairly part of the country. Say be a dualization, solar tuna caliber, solar ninya, ye be all of it. Which means say gradually development are you urbanized cities in the country. You see, be called the northern part of the country. And no, I mean Japan. And then President Nana Danquah no damango. Koko be waste na Zoom Lion no a partner with government. Aye, presidents can say every businessman or what Ghana our developmental agenda be able to me abua magane tumpong. Now buying the government of President Nana Danquah will
partner with you.
Will partner with you. True or not true?
True.
Good. Inti Juma Papa na president amagana mai. Na mini abema every opposition, every political party exists to win an election.
Sure.
True or not true?
True.
Good. Inti 1992, there were many political parties on standing here. Nipa bakupeni wini. 96, many political parties. Nipa bakupeni wini. 2000, many political parties. Nipa bakupeni wini. 2004, same. Till 2020. I mean, Nanka political party bang and are going into an election. Or campaign is a election here. Me the Mary. Well, what's be that? Exactly. It is a president Nana Danquah Kufuor, president of the country, and leader of NPP, remains optimistic. Say NPP for me shemubo. Se jumadia media magana fui eso Ghana fui ni. Na se ye kokoto aba 7th December 2024. Mumbo mode na monka sempa ni jumadia maye.
So is he on campaign
all
tour?
16 flagship programs. How can you say the president is on campaign tour? Now
Why is he addressing MPPs when he's on a national tour?
The government is an MPP government. True or not true?
Serving Ghana.
No. Yes, no,
but
no,
not MPP.
No, I make no. TNU and from Anunko TC.
Sure.
Me say the government is an MPP-led government. True or not true?
True.
Exactly. Now, when him say at every instance, baby, no, the majority of the Ghanaian people to Obama, no, at every instance, you need to wear those dual hats, as a president of the country, and then also as a political animal and a political entity, to be able to ensure, say, you would achieve your cause. I mean, okay, say now what you mean? You national elections. You party chair, general secretary, youth organizer, national youth organizer, deputy organizer. You vice, first vice, second, third. You be a okay. Now, do you not see? Say, no. Giyana car na yetri no.
2 minutes.
Mati me ende. Giyano car na yetri no. We are gradually entering into an election mood of campaigning. Obi e boaboa no ho. Yen ya started boaboa ho from 2017 juma ye 2018 juma ye 2019 juma ye ahon try ye be mu in 2020 2021 2022 ye be sorry 2023 2024 ye body nya atofa na ye dia beto Ghana for nya ka chem say mon compare
but
the MPP led leadership and the
executive has been elected to make sure some of NDC ayajuma, but the president has been elected to see in the interest of every Ghanaian. But in this case, the electoral commission, but president is campaigning.
The president or you're the leader of the MPP. And no, that's what you have not.
So NPP comes first.
Debbie, I mean, okay?
Okay.
The political party is a vehicle. A car now with Tremuno. Edeko and sana which me about anything prominent in this country. What you say? That political party. And no, now be driving on it. Now so driving on that political party. Now so be president. Sa wo political policies, how the campaigning, and now they be implementing your government agenda.
Sure.
Or implementing your government agenda now, it be a civic responsibility. No, say be civic responsibility, and it will transcend your regime and now your tenure of governance.
Okay.
Now, President Nana Danquah Akufo-Addo set up 16 flagship programs. 16 flagship programs. Now, I am very confident and very, very happy to be able to state to the Ghanaian people, say, all 16 flagship programs that President Nana Danquah Akufo-Addo they told no. It will last beyond his tenure. It's as say it has gradually become a civic responsibility for the Ghanaian people.
Okay.
Meaning, regardless the challenges, me positive, and who say 2017 was a very good year for the NPP and for President Nana Danquah Akufo-Addo. 2018 was a very good year for the President Nana Danquah Akufo-Addo and Ghana. 2019 was a very good year for the President Nana Danquah Akufo-Addo and for Ghana. 2020, COVID-19. 2021, rising out of COVID-19, building back the economy better, and a Russia-Ukraine war. 2022, we have gone to MRA. My divided President Nana Danquah Akufo-Addo's regime into three. Say, the first 3 years were good years. The middle 2 years were difficult and tough years. Our leadership has risen up to the occasion. The final 2 years, 2023, 2024, will be the best years that the Ghanaian people would ever experience.
Your first 3 years,
good years.
IMF, you were under IMF program.
We finished an IMF program in our
2019.
Of course, 2019 April. We finished an IMF program.
Okay.
Clearly finished an IMF program.
So 2017, 2018, 2019, 3 years was good, was under IMF.
Very good. Even in the midst of IMF, Sobekaya, we implement in the first 100 days of Akufo-Addo, implementing the free SHS.
Yes,
Till date, the free SHS has become one of the most viable policies on this continent of Africa.
But the person when he say your first 3 years was good, according to you, was under IMF program. Then the middle, the next 3 years has been 2 years has been difficult because it's without IMF. And you are promising, say, the next 3 years is going to be good because you are now seeking IMF bailout. So without IMF, you can't survive.
Debbie, what can I say? No, you see. No.
Okay, 1 minute to clear that.
1 minute, and to clear it is 1 minute to put it in context.
Okay.
In the midst of the economy I inherited from the NDC government, how deplorable the economy was. Now, how successfully you buy and how decisive we were in the first 100 days of President Nana Danquah Akufo-Addo, or implementing free SHS in this country, life and colored. The IMF program now, NDC for chance, they already had a program that they were using to do. We also had our own program. Businesses can live in. We had our own money and resources here generated here in country. The budget is there to prove and clear. Put it in context.
But IMF say we're able to implement research because of the programs your predecessor entered.
We ended an IMF program. It is not, our good years were not because of an IMF program. I can tell you on record.
Okay.
And then our best years from 2023 to 2024 is not even because of an IMF program.
Okay.
It is because we are managing this economy very well.
Okay.
To the much desire of many people.
Listen, please, where are please, where are the officers who made that arrest? Ghanaians want to know their whereabouts. These leaders cannot be trusted. I wish Palgrave should join your party because he talks well. But on the more serious note, I think Kanodamwa properties should be frozen by now and stepped aside for full investigation to take place. He stated he started the dealings long time ago, but now before his cup is full. Michael the Fabric one about say Canada Mwapa has disgraced military personnel. Ex-military shouldn't behave like this because they are people with integrity. To me, I strongly believe that the president is #1 authority in Ghana. He has to set a strong warning by making sure corrupt officials are punished to prove that he is really committed to fighting corruption. Eben, watcha, and watcha. Our leadership in this country would not speak the truth, but they always speak what some superior want to hear, but not the real truth on the ground. We say, Honto, I like the NDC man. He is humble and gentle. He's a good man. We say, Sammy, I like you.
Sure, so can MPP man, Sammy can hear.
Honto, I like the NDC man. He is humble and gentle. He's a good man. We say, Sammy, I like you. If NDC comes to power, we will give you position.
Some of NDC new. They will be a NDC almost say join or say Sammy let Palgrave join your party. Oh NDC ni. But you NDC ni the
cash. It's Mr. Kind.
They say what ambush me wahala. They say oh two NDC people now they be president.
No, listen. It's Kwame Sefaka and NDC. MPP.
Me I don't know.
Very good. It's Paul Adomoche and MPP.
I don't know.
It's all the media people, my appointment, and the MPP members.
I don't know.
I think that the president has more competence from their moment. It's when the government can office someone who can do the job. Now, or my offer now some interested.
I'm almost sending messages, say NDC. Just say the meetings. Who can I see crash? I tell you, she can't see the NDC colors. Hey, Sammy, my name is NDC ni. Okay, now I understand what is going on.
But wouldn't party of Mr. Fajdo? Why do Mr. Faka a board member? You know, Nanado has given more than 10 journalists appointments in this country. I don't have anything against because they are Ghanaians. And she said, I'll be back. Good evening, partner. It's my first time watching, and I'm so happy with the level of discussion, peaceful and understand. Carlos Ofoi, Edifu Niman de Abba. We say good evening, panel. My first time. Okay, the same message, no repeat. We say well done, Ken. We say I'm very disappointed in Akufo-Addo. Instead of him thinking of how our worst economy can bounce back, he's rather thinking of retaining this useless MPP in power. Very shameful indeed. From legend Gawuchu, Edifi Sampa, and Ode Abba. We see all the religious leaders, right from Mensa, Utabel, Danquah, Williams. I wonder why you call yourselves men of God. You have all failed in speaking the truth. You all know the hardship we are facing. Can't you advise him to stop building this 419 cathedral? Or is it because you have percentage in it? God is really angry with you, men of Satan. We see corrupt Nanado is thinking about how to win election for his corrupt party. He doesn't care about the economic hardship, and the same man is building a cathedral for God, all in the name of pledge. God hates a liar like you, Nanado. We see, I mean, this small chibi mafia people governing us is a problem to this country. We see our leaders preach the fight against corruption, but inside their mind, they know that they are just nurturing corruption instead. We say good evening to you all. Nanado is living in a different world, so he didn't know what is going on in Ghana, because see, people are complaining about hardship. But he said MPP will win the 2024 election. Lie, MPP never again. Yinia Kwa Butoni, Francis the Free Chantanode Abba. Nene.
Same. Me that say. Good for say almost call some demonstration coming Monday.
Yeah.
And
closing
the trade advocacy group of Ghana tag for so country almost say they shouldn't go, and it's just unfortunate said the general secretary of tag used to harsh adjective on the leadership of your friend Guta, which I thought say it doesn't speak well of an association like the TAG. Say the Council of State meeting the Bank of Ghana and Ministry of Finance is much ado about nothing. Because I don't see the reason why the Council of State wanted to meet these two entities. Because at every time the president MIATA say, at every time now, the Minister of Finance and Bank of Ghana normally give him situation reports. So the president is aware, and I'm sure say once the president is aware, I don't think the Council of State can change anything. Look, Sammy, the economy in which we are, and yet idea or the chair will be open, especially investors. They don't want even to invest in Ghana. Whether more an interest of about 35 on their bonds, they will tell you they are not interested to even buy it. Sammy, say minya kasano. Or can be said they had some 16 flagship programs. Yes, maybe they knew their flagship programs and the impacts are Ghanaians. Let me state it emphatically. So, we the World Bank report in 2016. A stated said because of the investment some sectors by the previous by the NDC, any government that comes to power is going to have a growth rate of an additional 5%. Yenya a growth rate of 3.4. Who added 3 plus 5? Who 8.4. From 2017, echo no look your growth rate no bad down. They did nothing and they had the 8.4. 8.3 something in 2017. 2018 MPP4 7.2. 2019 5 point something. Into when we say, look, the growth rate is coming down because they know how to manage the economy called Ghana. Look, Sammy, MPP Urban, they stood on 2 things about corruption and about depreciation of our currency. To the extent said
strong city.
Yes, by then our currency was depreciating. So can I say why should we buy President Nadu or see why should we buy a dollar for 3 cedis 70 pesos by then? That was that time. No, the vice president was in Bolgatanga. It was the campaign tour. Sammy, so Ufa from just January to now, our dollar had depreciated with about 65%. From 6.28 in January to 10.4 as I speak to you. We are simple arithmetic, 65% depreciation. If you're winning, besides say NPP4, what have they brought on the table to allow Ghanaians to give them another chance to govern? Sloganeering, 1 village, 1 town. 1 million per constituency. They can't count. Sammy, say Palgrave can be say yes, as normal as you know them to be. No, they be a person good this car. 1.3 syndicated loan for cocoa, $750 million to just cushion the dollar. Sammy, this amount of Sika Airban, and yet, look, I'm just giving you only 3 or 4 months. We are going back to the CD depreciating because look, the fundamentals are weak. And then we can say NDC type, the difference from 1.2 to 4.2, the difference is 3 cedis. Now, so in arithmetics, you will be the numerator and the denominator. If your denominator is very small now, we are arithmetics, we are going to get a huge percentage. In MPP, sorry, why mobile no the dollar depreciated around about 300 and something percent because 1 CD divided by 3 you get 300%. What I say the same thing offer from NDC 4 CDs 20 pesos and then 10 CDs 40 pesos in their 6 years. We are the simple arithmetics. The difference is about about 6 CDs. Another 6 CDs 40 pesos, 6 CDs 20 pesos. And are you comparing your regime to that of NDC? No. You can't compare. Look, there's no indicator. And moreover, many Air say, oh, they met a very bad economy in 2017, in 2016, or more in 2017. Please, I'm sure say maybe you in Ghana, but I'm sure say you are just who school. You've not studied the economy of Ghana during 2017. Look, Sammy, in 2015, I call IMF. In 2015, debt to GDP was 53.9. Our inflation 17.1. Our growth rate was 2.1. Our exchange rate was 3.77. And then 2022, you call IMF. Yeah. So man, even 2019. Before I call IMF, in 2019, Our debt to GDP was 62%. Our inflation was 7.8. Our growth rate was 6.2, and our exchange rate was 4.87. In 2022, our debt to GDP is 88.7%. Your inflation is 31.7. Your growth rate is 3. And your exchange rate is 10.4. Are you trying to compare your abysmal performance to that of NDC? Of which sectors? Let me give you a comparative analysis. Deba Mika say, look, MPP are people sometimes they feel say because you sue the media to just win power now, they are going to get the same thing. Comparative analysis. Let's take sector comparative. You ever believe to say the manufacture, water, construction, they are now about the other sectors. Sami, in manufacturing, 2015, it was 3.7. 2016 was a Jomama it was 7.9. In 2017, it was 9.5. In 2018, it dropped to 4.1. In 2019, it dropped about 6.3. 2020, 1.4. You are comparing yourself to that of NDC. Let's take that of construction. Capital investment, CAPEX. 2015, 9.5. 2016, 8.4. 2017, 5.1. 2018, 1.1. 2019, negative 4.4. 2020, 2.6. You are comparing yourself to that of NDC. Because Munya media houses, then they are just saying things to favor more. No? Moka say you are going to get it again. We are waiting for you. Sami, another time, sometime I met here MPP for. Almost sorry, is because of the Russia-Ukraine war, COVID. Look, what is our total trade with that of Ukraine? It drew $1 billion. Yen Ukraine, it drew $1 billion.
No, not 1 billion. It's not even up to 100.
Me say it drew $1 billion. Russia, it drew $1 billion. So, these two, who can say because of war, you are having it had an impact on your economy. And there, Obiti said a friend said Ukraine. Who can fight Ukraine? GDP far better than Ghana. So who can find growth rate far better than Ghana. So who can find a currency far better than Ghana. Because of Ukraine, because of the mismanagement. Look, it's because of the total mismanagement from the MPP for. And then or can say, hey, now Ebani saying, how can I survive? Mobile. Look, sometimes MPP are just the most ungrateful political party ever on earth. Look, Mobile. John Dramani Mahama enya one fold. That's the Sankofa. Or making sure someone additional 2. Or more 3 FPS 4 FPSO. And then you are not giving credit to the one who did this marvelous job for you people to enjoy. To the extent that as I speak to you, at every year, the total volume of oil we extract now is 51-point-something million barrels. As compared to Nitai, is around only 20-something million barrels. You are not giving credit to him.
20-something thousand.
Million. I mean million. Let me give you the budget statement for 2020.
Okay, you are talking about the money.
No. I'm telling the number of crude barrels that we normally extract. Sami, it is sometimes MPP, you should just be careful how you deal with them. Because at any time, they'll just give you some figures, you just be wondering, say, Kofa, they are the best managers of the economy. They are not. They don't have any clue. The only thing is, let's say it, Ghanaians will believe us, and let's convince them. Because look, Sami, I'm giving it to you here. Look, this is a total crude oil production January to September 2021 in barrels. So Ufa Jubilee, Jubilee now 19.940 millions.
Barrel.
Yes, barrels in a year. Ufa ten amount 9.479. Ufa Sankofa amount 12.115. This is up to September. So we are arithmetics. This is for the first three quarter. The fourth one, so the count you are getting 51,915,635 barrels. You are not giving credit to the man. Moreover, look in Ghana, the total in terms of your gas intake, John Dramani Mahama was able to give you a trouble gas about 45% of your gas purchase. On that, I say, when you can say you met a bad economy. Do you understand a bad economy? Economy, as I speak to you, and you don't have money to even pay for compensation. Salaries, you don't have money to pay. To the extent that contractors are now giving bonds. Contractors are giving bonds at a reduced price of about 12%. You are not ashamed of yourself, because you met a bad economy. A bad economy, excuse us. So meeting a bad economy, you shouldn't have even a peso in your coffers to even run the state in a month. Mobano, Esla, Emma Mahe, Esla Muse a nuisance tax, Emma Mahe. Moya, your friend say, Heritage Fund, Emma Mahe, Sinking Fund, Emma Mahe. These are investments from John Dramani Mahama. Now, so you met a bad economy. Where? Look, when it comes to infrastructure, all the interchanges are the handiwork of John Dramani Mahama. Pokwasi interchange. I'm sorry, if we built a Pokwasi interchange, they are not ashamed of themselves. We built your friend said, Obete Bilamti. You are not ashamed of yourself. We were able to build your friend said, Tema. You are not ashamed of yourself. These are the handiwork of a vision leader, John Dramani Mahama. Look, say about the energy sector. Me pato me ba. You about the energy sector. Investment at John Dramani Mahama a year woman. You have no idea about it. Look, when I take only the hydro, so ufa the report. Sami train, just a minute. Then I'll just give you the opportunity to read your.
Akasabe 40 minutes.
Oh, Masa Jai. So ufa the hydro sector no. So ufa the report on installed and dependable capacity as at the end of December 2020. Uber said the hydro only is giving us 1,500. Uber the other one, thermal plant, the investment of John Dramani Mahama and others is giving you about 3,554. And then Moko commission about is it 20 or say 30 megawatt solar way now. Most say hey, you've done better. Look, John Dramani Mahama need to be applauded by every Ghanaian. Look, and then John Mahama is seen as the Jesus Christ of Ghana. As compared to Mobile then Mobile, tell me what you've done for the good people of Ghana for them to applaud for you. Then I can say, Sammy, say me obia me feel la da de kotopon and me MPP near ebe me enugwase pass me MPP. Because look, you people went there to just demolish existing hospital, a large general hospital, muko buboom because of political expediencies. One to go see a hospital. No, I can speak to you. A total number of about 175,000 conform what labadi. Only baby on home hospital. Our Latin, a radio station, a small place. And you are not ashamed of yourself.
Okay.
Investment in terms of your secondary schools, hospitals. Yeah, I can't want to say, Mamu, sorry, you met a bad economy. A bad economy. As I speak to, this is the bad economy in which no Ghanaian should even think of voting for him.
Okay, you have 10 minutes to go. But I mean, you still have a fan message in the entire half. Nothing will come out of Palgrave's follow-up on the letter. He just confirmed that the letter was copied to the useless finance minister who Akufo-Addo refused to resign. Yenua Faisa Muntaru Node Aba say, I wonder why Palgrave is saying demonstrations are not the solution to our problem. He should remember that Akufo-Addo rose to political fame through demonstration. One thing is clear, that Nana-Addo and his administration will go down as the worst ever in the history, in the history. Yenua Aye Amawura Peter Edifisunyani New Domano de Aba. We say Same, so this MPP man is trying to tell us that it is only MPP people who have and still serving the country. Don't we have other people who have and still serving our country? Ghana, God punish you. Adams from Konongo. Please tell the MPP man that we are suffering. What he's saying, people are not getting him well because of his getting free food, free food, and you still don't know what the suffering is about. Kabute Francis Nadiaba Chantano. You see what we are talking about. This MPP man started very well, but you see how he's ending. He's ending it now. Ike Nadiaba. We say good evening, Sam. Please, does the MPP man think Ghanaians are still babies? No problem. He has what is going on. He is not having any problem. Kwame from Aguna Swedru. Honto, the MPP man is being paid to tell lies. Can't you see he's confused about what he's saying? We say, when you do an investment, you will start seeing the impact from 5 years going. So now we are seeing the impact of Akufo-Addo and Bawumia government, all that they were taking credit for in the beginning of their governance. Yenuya Ima from Takrade. Good evening, Same. I think these people are not serious, and now we know that they are not thinking about the country, Ghana, but they think about 2024. Please tell the MPP man not to mention Russia, Ukraine again, because even Ukraine has moved on and exporting. We say, I was thinking he will be the best MPP man. I don't know that he is also COVID-19 Ike from Kumasi. I say, good evening, my good brother. Let's pray for Ghana because our leaders are not helping us. My name is Yaru Sumaila Kusasi. And what they about say, oh, brass, Samme, tell the MPP man that we are tired of their mouth not trust in MPP and NDC, but we are telling them that one day we youth will rise up, and then, but we don't want that in the country. As opposed to fees as a brass, I like your show. That's it. We say NPP was able to implement free SHS because of what their predecessors NDC left for them, because we are still wondering what the MPP party will be leaving behind. We say good evening, Sami. I think these people are not serious about the country, but they think about what my account message. We say good evening, Sami. Good evening, sir. NDC is now better than any other party in Ghana. We see the success of first 3 years of Akufo-Addo government, as Palgrave want to paint, it is as a result of the work done by the SY NDC administration. Palgrave should give us a break. We are suffering under this government. Yet, the MPP alone and the president in Ghana is a good place. Wamfanidi and can say good evening, Hunto. As for the Guta members, it is law of karma that is dealing with them. They thought Mahama was the devil, but now they have seen the real devil. Yenuya Ben and we are brave. Same tell the MPP man that the first 3 years that was good was because of the policy NDC put in place. Yenuya Adams from Konongo and Rode Abam Chakem Tamnepa. We say good evening, Mr. Host. MPP was able to implement free SHS because of what their predecessors NDC left for them. We say good morning. We say good morning, guys. Beneficiary of corruption will always fight and defend corrupt people. No matter how Akufo-Addo and his government are corrupt, they have MPs sit on television and defend them. Yenuya Solomon, that's live on the way Abba. We say, Sami, I'm happy you asked. Sami, I'm happy you asked my man that is Sefakai, Poladom, and Co are also MPP members, but he refused to give you answer, and he's still trying to let the people know that you are NDC from Agotimegbo, Johnson Ode Abba. Palgrave do not tax Sami, or say Palgrave do not tax Sami to NDC. He's doing his work. as incorruptible journalists. That's how you politicians are. When you find a journalist speaking the truth, then you try to tag him. Remember, I praised you earlier. Mike here from Ablikumanode Abba. Palgrave, 30 seconds. Let's wrap up.
30 seconds. Better was it. So, Wama Yakwenya. Mijidi say, now the president and Danquah Kufuado. Owiene Tono, Savannah.
Campaign tour.
And the president's duty to visit the various regions. No developmental projects agenda 111 or Sheninya need Nema will be shortcuts and cuts for roads and infrastructure
Yes, I mean, so far in terms of workers, salary increase, NDC 6 years, we've increased the salary of workers 81%, MPP for 54%.
Okay.
In terms of our total public debt, NDC, yeah, 122 billion. MPP, who are the state-owned debt at the count one, CCR is 423 billion.
Okay.
Until you can't compare yourself to us.
Okay.
How?
Me Sri Lanka name Airmon or fine or CDB.
I had a little bit of saying and my messages meant to me because of time. This is a watch now. You be Asia. Perform to Palgrave, a government spokesperson on governance and security. Motenenka, Kenneth Kabu, LCA, opposition, the great opposition party, NDC, National Communication Team member. And I'm Motenenka. We did this. I'm the captain of the dress. Basically, I'm watching a video. Ochina Thursday to one it here. Ochina Mubaya, Ochina Victoria, special. Good night.